Hey, I'm Delton, aka Rolls with Kitties. Work for GD Transport out of Florida. Watching American Truckers. Hanging out. What's up?
It's nice to meet you. Hey guys, good morning. I just woke up, got myself together, had just enough time to get my makeup on. I wanted to leave at 4:45 when I had hours. It is like 5:05 a.m. Mountain Time, and so I do have a little bit of time today, but the biggest thing is I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through the mountains, because last time I remember it took forever. It took like a full day. It was like 8-10 hours to get through the mountains. It was ridiculous. But of course, a lot of times there's been snow too, and today it's supposed to be nice. So the goal is I'm trying to get as close to, I keep wanting to say Arizona, Nevada, as close to Nevada as I can. Shut down, and I should have enough hours if I like hustle this morning to where I can get a 34-hour restart in. So that's kind of my theory, because that'll give me 1,300 miles down the road, and I will be able to get a fresh restart on hours, and then immediately make my first delivery, and then the next morning my second delivery, and I'm pretty well fresh for the week again. So that's actually a good thing, because then if they get me a load going east, then I can keep rolling. That's how I like it. Anyway, I need to go pre-trip the tractor. I am so happy I found a space last night. Oh my god, guys, you should have seen it. I was watching Trucker's Path, and I'm looking, originally I was going to try to make it to Flying J Aurora. You guys have probably been there before. Oh my god, the parking was full by like 4 p.m. It was ridiculous. So I was gonna then go to the TA, but its parking history was saying it was gonna be full by like 6 p.m. I wasn't gonna be there till almost 7. So it's like, that's even an hour further. So then I was like, I found a Love's. There was 30 minutes before Denver. So I didn't want to shut down like that soon. I wanted to go farther. I actually wanted to get into the mountains, but there was no parking anywhere without picking like a lonely gas station or pull off somewhere where I'm all alone without cell phone signal. Which you can imagine, I don't think it's a good idea. So anyway, I found a Love's, but as I was watching the parking meter, or the parking thing reports, it kept filling up, filling up, filling up. And by the time I got here, there was only a few spaces left, and there were trucks everywhere. I was so worried, because there's not a lot of places to park over here close to Denver. There's not a lot of rest stops either. So yeah, so anyway, I got shut down safely. I'm really looking forward to our drive in the mountains today. It's going to be gorgeous. The sun, as you can see, is just now coming up. So I'm going to go pre-trip the truck and trailer, and little thumpers on our cone already, and then we're gonna go through the mountains. We're gonna go over the Rockies today.
I know who you are.
Nice
How are
to
you?
see you.
I couldn't remember your name. I just started following you.
Oh, did
I
you?
watched you across the parking lot. I didn't want to
did
sound like that. Looked like that weirdo was staring at you. I showed your videos to my girlfriend. And
What's your dog's name?
Chewy.
Hey, Chewy. You're cute.
We named him Chewbacca, but nobody calls him Chewbacca. So
That's funny.
he chews up everything.
And nice to meet you. Chewbacca.
There we go, Chewbacca. See, he don't even listen to it. Chewy, he chews up everything. I gotta go clean my floorboard now.
All right, see ya. It has been so amazing to be able to share my life as a driver with others over the road. You see it all out here: the sunrises, the sunsets, the beautiful landscape. At times it seems so surreal. You see a little bit of everything out here, both beauty and the tragedy.
I know. You're welcome, guys. We just cured anxiety. Oh my God! Jesus Christ, we almost died! Okay, we're gonna have to go this way. Oh, fuck. There's a huge fire right here. Multiple fires, multiple crashes. This is really bad. This is the worst crash I've ever seen. Jesus.
Though you see both tragedy and beauty, one thing remains true out here. This is our story. Underwater and the tunnel flooded. Oh my god, this is so creepy. You know what's even scarier is it looks like foggy in here or something. It looks, and it kind of smells like dust, so it kind of makes me concerned about air quality here. That would be horrible. Watch this be the day that the tunnel collapses. It's okay, little thumper. It's not gonna collapse. We're almost through. I see some light, I think, at the end of the tunnel. Oh, this is so cool. It is like really dusty in here or something. You can smell it. It almost makes you want to cough. And it just adds to the whole claustrophobic feeling because it makes you really feel like everything's closing in. Okay, we got a 7% grade. This is going to be the steepest grade yet. My little distance alert thing's freaking out. The clearance on this tunnel is not very high. It's like a 1311. And of course, we're 13.6. I wish we had a camera on the top of this tractor. Like, it would be a close clearance. Alright, we're going to have to get in a really low gear. Last time we made it to gear 8, I think, and it was just barely keeping up. So we need to be in either 7 or 8 going down this steep grade. Cars behind me are like, you are going so slow. I know, but I'm not sure where it gets steep here. There we go, steep 7% grade for 7 miles. You want to talk about wearing your brakes out? Or overheating your brakes? Yeah, this is do it. Okay, when do we need to be in the gear? Probably right here. even know if gear 8's gonna do this. This is so steep, guys. Runaway ramps, that's one thing to keep an eye on. Wow, speed for trucks 35 through here. We got a runaway ramp a mile and a half ahead. So if our brakes were to overheat, I have to admit it's a little bit of a challenge to get Pink to stay in a gear. If you guys don't know, Pink's an automatic truck. She's got the I shift. And it's not bad, but if I start crawling to too much of a stop, I have to kind of tap the accelerator to, you know, I wonder if I can tap this thing up and actually get it. I don't want to play with it right here. Yeah, this is not the spot to play with the gears, but no, if I start going too slow, I try to hit the accelerator a little bit just to like downgrade the engine brake, get in a different gear. But when I do that, then it switches to like gear 11 and I start like flying down the hill, which is not good, as you guys know. And this guy's on my... You do realize truck speed limit's 35 through here, buddy. So that is where we would be going if our brakes were overheating, yo. We'd be going up that hill into the snow. Truckers, don't be fooled. 4 more miles of steep grades. Honestly, so far, I gotta say, Pink's doing a really good job. We're hovering at between 35 and 40. And I'm not even touching the brake. Like, we're slowing down just on the engine brake right now in gear 9. The one good thing is if we haven't touched our brakes at all, you know, and we start to increase speed and need to drop down to a lower gear, one good thing that I have with Pink is that, you know, I think they call it stabbing the brakes. It's where you do a quick and short slow down. That way they don't have time to overheat. You get slowed down, you know, another 10 miles an hour real fast, and then you drop it into another gear before it's too late. And then that way, once you're in that gear, you're kind of locked in, don't have to touch your brakes. Because honestly, that's why your brakes heat up, is if you're having to ride your brakes or constantly, even stabbing the brakes frequently, you know, you're going to overheat the brakes. They'll start smoking. I've had them smoke before coming off of these passes, and it's a scary thing. But of course, I had a crappy engine brake back then. This Volvo seems to have a really good engine brake. And my ears are popping. Okay guys, I think I figured out a trick with this whole gear thing. Since it's not a manual. See, I know how to drive a manual through the mountains. You know, I can do a 10 speed, whatever, through the mountains. But an automatic, I've never done through the mountains. Except for last week. That was the first time. But this is the steepest mountain passes I'm doing. And I found out if you tap the accelerator, don't press down on it completely, just tap it like once, then it goes into the next gear higher. So yeah, so if I'm in gear 8 and I start slowing down too much, I can just tap it, it'll immediately go into, you know, gear 9 or gear 10. Whereas if I just hit the accelerator like to speed up, then it actually throws me completely out into like gear 11, and then we start flying. So as long as I just do a quick little tap, it'll stay locked in a gear. And then on top of that, I have 3 engine brake settings on Pink. So yeah, I'm amazed. I have not touched the brake since, you know, what, 2-3 miles ago. So Our brakes should be staying nice and cool. Nice and cool. Look at that, guys. You can see like tire marks on that thing. I wonder how many people a year have to use those runaway ramps. That has got to be a terrifying thing. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever had to use a runaway ramp. On like my day, but we gotta do this. How many times are you in the mountains, right? Oh, this is gonna be pretty. Let's go right over here to the left, get some photos, and we'll go on. Now boarding for flight 747. Please buckle your safety belts. Okay, gotta run over here. This is like oh god, it is like freezing cold. Curb there. Don't trip. It is like freezing out here. It's 31. It just dropped like 15 degrees in the last few miles. But it is so beautiful out here. Hey guys, I just had to stop a minute and take some photos. This is the coolest pull off, but it is so pretty out here. Like, it is so pretty. See guys, if you were thinking of getting into truck driving, you can go from a regular office view to this being your office window every day. Like, this is so amazing. Little thumpers, absolutely loving it. It's kind of funny. I'm getting a lot of stares. These two guys over here to the right. I pulled over here and all I saw was a giant pink truck pulling up, and here's this little blonde girl hops out and starts taking pictures everywhere and like posing by the truck. I should have took some selfies out there. Anyway, so I need to hit the road. We were kind of pinched on hours if I want to get a 34-hour restart in. But no, this morning's been really cool. I ended up running into a YouTube fan who spotted me in the parking lot. He happened to be sitting 4 trucks down. So he came over to say hi. He messaged me first on the comments on YouTube and he's like, hey, I think I see you. I'm like, yeah, where are you at? So anyway, got an intro with him. And then while I was doing all of that, I got another message from another driver who is a YouTube fan, and he happened to be behind me in Lyman, Colorado yesterday. So he was wondering where I ended up because I guess he's a YouTuber too. He wanted to do a interview with me and American Truckers. So it's been a fun experience over the road. Pink gets so much attention and I'm getting to see so many fans out here. So I'm absolutely loving this.